coming back to school with me. We could have done it all so easily.
Thompson Wood, I'm the board game teacher. And I'm here today with my friend Esther, who is a huge history buff. And when she heard we talked about the game Memoir 44, she just had to play it. So today we'll be playing Memoir 44. I'll be playing the Allies, the good guys, and Esther will be playing the Axis. So I let Esther, because she's such a history buff, choose the mission, and she chose Omaha Beach. So
yes, it is one of the bloodiest beaches on D-Day. Compared to Juno or Sword, I think Omaha is one of the harder ones with the harder objectives. Their paratroopers were dropped everywhere. It was dropped on all the wrong places, so it became a giant nightmare to capture. Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, we'll see how this one pans out as we play it today. Memoir 44. Let's take it to the table. All right, so here we are, we're all set up. For anybody who is hardcore Memoir 44 fans, you'll immediately recognize the fact that I messed up here with the colors. It's supposed to be the green as the Allied, the blue as the Axis, but I mean, we know that the Allied approached from the beaches onto the shore, so we know this is the Axis, this is the Allies. And so I've got a couple tank divisions, some troops, and one ranger unit down here. And we're ready to start.
So I go first.
Yes, the Axis goes first.
Okay. Now this is my first time playing this, and as the Axis, I would assume it's in my interest to defend, though. So I don't want to assault. Okay.
Now I just want to point out too that even though it is her first time, that doesn't mean I'm going to go easy on her. I'm going to crush her mercilessly.
So what is probe? I think I'm going to try probe.
Okay, well probe is, now there's actually 3 to a unit for the tanks. I thought it was 2, but my mistake. There we go. So probe, okay, so you're ordering 2 units on this flank. So that would be your infantry and your thing. So they have a range of 3, so they can hit there, and this, the artillery has a much longer range.
So I can battle.
Yes. So you're going to just start bombarding me with those things. Okay. So the artillery.
So I will bombard you.
Okay. So what it shows here is the number of dice that you're rolling for the range. So they are, with the artillery, they are 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're rolling 2 dice for the artillery against or do you want to start with this one? Might want to start with the infantry first.
Okay, infantry first.
So the infantry, 3 if they're adjacent, 2 if they're there. So you're going to roll 1 dice for that distance.
Can I move and battle? It says move 1 to 0 and battle, right?
If you want to move on to the beach, yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Can I ever move backwards?
It's going to cost 2 to go up the thing, because the rules for this one say that all the hill scenes here are like bluffs. Okay. So these are steep cliffs. So for 2 movement, you can climb back up there.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
They should probably just defend. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So I roll 1 die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We should probably...
No, table's fine. It has to be visible. So this symbol means you kill 1 trooper.
I kill 1 trooper.
Yeah. So
now, do I ever choose which one to... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
No, you choose the hex.
Because it's 1, 2, 3. It could be this or that, right?
So you declare first. Okay. Do you want to do...
Sure, that one. Yeah, what you pick was fine.
Okay.
Cool.
All right,
now
so that's that one.
Turn.
Now his turn. Okay. So now at his range, he's going to fire 2.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
4. So
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Does this one count or 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, 2. Yeah.
So 2. So you kill 1. And the flag means you're causing a retreat. So this one is dead. Now in water...
Do I tell you which one you need to retreat, or you choose who retreats?
Well, it's the unit that you attacked.
Oh, okay.
Has to retreat. Okay. And in ocean spaces, retreat is not possible. Units cannot... So for every retreat symbol, then we're going to remove 1 trooper. I know that.
For historical purposes, ocean retreat is not possible. That is correct. because you cannot drive a boat backwards because there are other boats behind you.
You're just gonna get
Yeah, you're just
Where are you
gonna
gonna
drive
run to?
yourself. You can't really run.
swim home.
Yes, but then you have to go back and encounter your officer, and your officer's gonna like, what? This is like D-Day. You're supposed to be doing your job.
So
Okay.
yeah, so because the one unit could not retreat, he cannot retreat in ocean, and there was one retreat. So for every retreat that they cannot fulfill, they take one wound. So in that case, that whole unit was wiped out. And
Do I get a star then?
you do get a
I
star,
get a star.
for wiping out a unit.
Oh, you have a much the Allied has a much better looking star. Okay, so I get one.
Yes.
Okay.
So Esther is getting 1 medal towards her victory. 6 medals earns you the victory in the game.
All right.
All right, so now it's over to my turn, and I'm going to. I will do a probe on the other flank. So I'm doing a probe where I will order 2 units on this side. So I will order the tanks. I think I'm just going to get the tanks going forward. So tanks have a. They'll come up. They can move 2 and still attack. So they're going to come up to there, and I'm going to have them fire on the infantry there. So
Oh,
these
man.
infantry with the sandbags, the sandbags allow them to ignore.
Oh no, here it is. Removable obstacle sandbags. Occupant may ignore first flag.
Right.
If occupant leaves, remove sandbags.
So if I can get them, so if I roll 2 flags, then they are going to retreat 1, and then they lose that sandbag. So the tanks, then, at this case, at this range, so looking at the card here, an armor at, they are 3 at any range, and they have a range of 3. So they're rolling 3 dice against these guys. And the grenades kill tanks or infantry. This kills only tanks, so 2 of these guys are wiped out. And then for my next move, I'm going to go 1.
Wait. How you move that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because you
Probe, I can
that
move
into
2 units.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so maximum. So and with this wire that's here, the wire says the unit moving in must stop, and in wire infantry battles are at -1 die, and they may remove the wire instead of battling. So because if I move them here, they're going to stop anyway. I think I'm just going to stop there, and then they can't battle, so they're not removing the wire, but they're just sort of caught up in that wire. But I just need to start trying to get my my rangers out here. They're my best units. Okay, and
Okay, FYI, moving into wire is not a smart idea, but
right.
for the purpose of the game.
For the purpose of this game, yeah, I just need to make some.
Do not ever move your men into barbed wires. They will die.
Well,
They
they're
will
going to
get
cut
caught.
it. They
They will cut it.
remove it.
Okay.
So now at this point, we both gone. I've gone. She's gone. So now at this point, Esther's going to draw 1 command card. I will draw 1 command card, and we just continue.
Cool. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this. So I'm going to try a counter attack card. So that means I play the same order that just ordered by you. So I can play this side, right?
Right. So
Okay.
yeah. So what we'll do, we'll create a discard pile here.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah. So no, my fault. I should have remembered that. So,
Okay, here we go.
So when we look at that, then she had played the probe. I'd played the probe, and now she's counterattacking. So she's looking at the top card in the discard. So she's going to do the probe again, same side. So she's attacking.
Oh, they have to do. Oh, I can't.
Because
do this.
I played on my left
you're
flank.
right.
I played on my right flank, so you
Okay.
play on your right flank.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sensing drawing good cards in this game is very important.
Well, good cards are relative to your situation.
So, issue an order to all infantry and our armor users adjacent to enemies. So, this is armor. Is this armor?
No, armor is the
Oh.
tanks.
Oh.
That's artillery.
Okay, so I will try infantry assault.
Okay.
Issue an order to all infantry units in one section. So, this section.
Okay. Now, units which are on the dotted line here can be treated as center or the flank. So they have the benefit of being in both sides. So in this case, yes, she can order
Okay.
all 3 units. Even though there's only 1 guy left here, it's still...
Okay. Units may move up to 2 hexes and still battle. Or move to... Okay. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 1, 2.
Yeah.
This would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, I can only move up to 4, right? Okay. That's okay. So, I would... Is moving sideways 1 unit?
It's
Still 1, right?
They can move 2 spaces, yeah. And then so you're moving along the bluff, so you're not going to take any movement penalty with that.
2, 6. Okay. So I'm gonna do... Can I move 2 units on 1 hex? So it'll be like here. Is that okay?
Sorry?
Can I move 2 and then they're on 1 hex? Is that...
No,
is this...
3 is the maximum on 1 hex, yeah, so you can't mix the units that way.
So I'll move this like that.
Okay.
So that's 1. And then I'll move this...
Now, you can even move this guy away so that he's not an easy target for me to kill and get a medal from.
Oh. But then it takes him 2 to... Oh, it takes him 2 and he doesn't have the battle, right?
Well, he can go 1 and still battle, so he can come here and battle, but then he's still open. But the point being that he can move away, I'm saying. So it doesn't cost him... It only costs 2 to come from the beach up the cliff.
Oh, okay. So I want to move him 1, 2, like this, so he's like protected. And I'll move these, so I can move up to 2 hexes and style battle. So I'll move 1, 2. Okay.
Okay, so they move 2, so they cannot battle.
No, but I played the card that says units may move up to 2 hexes and style battle.
Oh, and style battle, okay, so
yes, so I played this card.
Very good.
So these are all infantry. Okay, so for this one, tanks are hard.
Actually, I'm just looking here.
Yeah.
I'm just noticing we made a mistake here. So it's showing that it is -1. So there would have been
what?
One more, like one. I would have got -1 dice on when I attacked. So we can put 1 person back here. We'll just put 1 back. Okay. So there's a -1 to attacking them, so you're going to get 1 dice against the tanks. It's probably not a great idea.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go for this one for this one for that first.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that would have been great against the tanks, but that's 2 of them dead.
2 of them dead. Okay.
And now there's all the more reason to attack him with the 1 dice, because if you can kill that, that's another medal.
But this one's 1, 2, 3, right?
Yes.
So I only have 1 to roll.
Right, but all you need is 1 to wipe that unit out.
Right. Okay.
Nope, you made them retreat. So they have to retreat in a straight line away, so it was them.
Yeah.
So they're running away.
Okay. I mean, that makes a lot of historical sense. All your comrades are killed, and you got scared, and you had a chance to run away.
Historical,
That's very
modern day.
historical.
No, I'm just saying, in any situation, yeah. Fantasy, even Lord of the Rings, which isn't historical, we see people run away all the time when they start to die. But true, in battle situations, this is the psychology. People die. You don't want to die. You run away.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to do an attack. So the attack says I'm ordering 3 units in the center.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off with. Let's see. I'll just use these to indicate. So I'll attack with 1, 2, and I just don't like my guys in the ocean. But then again, I think these guys are more useful.
I mean, when they stay too long in the ocean with their equipment, they're likely going to drown. It is pretty heavy.
All right, so the tanks can't go over the tank traps. I mean, hence the name tank trap. So they can go 3, 1, 2, 3 to there, and they're going to bombard these guys up here who now have no cover. And that is a miss, and that is 2 hits. So that is 2 legit hits.
Okay.
On them. These guys are, I think they're going to start running up. And then the tanks are going to support them. 1, 2, 3. And against these emplacements, so we look at the back of the removable obstacles. Oops,
okay.
Just flip that one over. and you'll see the fixed obstacles.
Oh.
And so the bunkers, the tanks get a -2. So tanks normally get 3 dice, but they're only going to get 1 dice here against this thing. These are pretty tough things to crack. It's probably better that the infantry go in there to root them out. But the tanks...
Oh, you got 1, right?
got 1. And... yeah, so infantry... So block line of sight, there's not... they ignore the first flag, but not the first damage. So
What's the first flag?
The flag would be the purple flags, which would indicate a retreat. So you feel safe enough in there that gives you the
I see.
morale boost to not run away.
Okay.
So in this case, they didn't run, but they did die.
Okay.
Or 1 did, anyway. All right, and draw a card. And I will draw a card.
Okay, I'm going to do infantry assault.
Okay. Again.
So I can move up to 2 in battle. So I'm going to move 1, 2, and both of these are going to hit that.
You pick one section, so you're picking the center section.
Right.
So these ones can advance if you want.
1, 2. All right. So they're all going to hit the tanks.
All right. Just drop a whole lot of grenades.
So let me see. So I get
3 with...
Yeah, I got 3.
So yeah.
Oh,
3
that's kind of a waste.
Well, why don't you do the first group, and if you
Yeah.
wipe out the tanks, then you can always do the second group against them.
3.
So that's nothing.
That's nothing.
Because the star is a miss.
Yeah.
Those only kill infantry.
Infantry.
So
Okay.
that was a complete
So let me
miss.
try again.
So this was not a waste then. It was not a waste to have both units attack.
Yeah. So this one I'm also going to do tanks because...
Okay, but you got the tanks to retreat 1 space.
Okay. So this one, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3.
Now, normally hills block line of sight. In this case, I'm going to say they didn't because they indicated these were bluffs. So this is a cliff coming from here up to here. So I'm assuming this is maybe like...
Yeah, this is downward. I'm pretty sure this is downward, right?
Okay,
You're coming
so,
up.
Yeah,
So
that's just the
I think
history
it
book here.
blocks outside when you come up, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't see higher, but I can see down.
Exactly.
So this unit, I can hit...
I think this ground is level, at least with this ground, so you can see here no problem. Like normally, if you're standing behind, this is a hill, you couldn't see what's on the other side.
Yeah, it's like this.
These are just to indicate that these are cliffs. So these units, I'll argue, can shoot these units at range 3, so that's going to be 1 dice.
This one, yeah. Okay. So at the...
Tanks or the troops?
Okay, I'm going to go for a tank again, actually. No.
Okay, now that would have killed a unit, but not the...
Yeah, wrong call.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to do probe in the center.
Oh, God, okay.
Ordering 2 units in the center. So the tanks are going to go 1, 2, 3. So they're getting into the area.
Okay.
And these guys are going to go 1 to here. Now the units going to attack here, the infantry on infantry, and they are not protected by anything now. So I killed 2 of them and caused 1 to retreat. So in this case, yeah, a quick look at the rules, just to clarify, because I know Battle Lore, which uses the same system, has rules about retreating into friendly units. But in this case, all it says is if you for every retreat, you cannot retreat into or through friendly units. And if you cannot complete it, for every retreat that cannot be completed is a 1 removed. So that is 1 removed. And that is 1 completely dead unit, so that is now 1 point for me.
All right.
Now the tanks have moved here. They're going to shoot there. Whoops. Man down. So that's 2 dead there. And
All
back
right.
to you. Oh, actually,
Okay.
no.
So I draw.
Yes, you draw.
So counterattack. I'm going to do exactly what you did in the middle.
Okay. So 3 units in the middle, but you only have 2 currently.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
So I'll do 2, right? So I'll move.
And you don't have anything that can do the flanks, because you could really use those artillery to a good effect on those tanks. But then,
yeah.
but
I
then
could
again,
do
these
this one.
units get up. I can start to capture cities or towns, and
Yeah, I really want to get rid of these tanks, so maybe I should have, like...
okay. So we want to undo the counterattack. Friendly game here, folks. We don't need to worry about Card laid, card played, all that nonsense.
No, I don't have enough here to get rid of the tanks.
Well, the artillery at that range would be firing 3 dice at the tanks.
Oh, I see.
Chances are good you'll take out at least 1 tank.
Okay, so I'll do recon, 1 unit. So the artillery, right?
Now, this one, notice too at the bottom it says with the recon, you're going to take an extra command card
Yeah.
and choose between the 2 which one you want to keep. So this gives you that.
Ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 3
so
dice.
Move 1, right?
No, you cannot move.
Move 1
or.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So take
you
out 1.
Killed 1 tank.
All right. I think that's all I could do, right?
Mm-hmm. It was the 1.
Gee.
Yeah, so you're so worried about this, but then you don't know what my cards are. My cards for center right now are...
Yay! He's down with the center card. He can no longer do...
So I'm going to probe on the right flank.
Your right or my right? Your
My right, yeah.
Okay.
So
my left.
correct, yeah. So here.
Cool.
So 2 units. Armor removes wire, enemy still battle. Okay, so yeah, if I move my tanks over this wire, I'm just going to rip it up.
Yeah. So in 1916, in the Battle of Somme, we discovered that the solution to barbed wires is not asking other humans to cut it down during the middle of the night. It is actually using tanks. So did you know in 1916, Albert's War I, Battle of Somme is the first use of British tanks against barbed wires?
Well, on that note, what a grand idea. 2 units on this flank, and I will go, the tanks move 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'll just rip up all this barbed wire, which is so troublesome. And then I think I'm going to move my...
Can your infantry move through this?
I believe so. So we'll look there. So
Infantry may move through.
Yeah, so those
So
are
it's
designed
only
to stop the
against
tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they could move. They could, it's like water flowing around it. So people just move as they need to. It's the tanks that would have the trouble.
Right.
All right, so they moved there, and you know what? They still have a shot. 1, 2, 3. -1 at that range, so they're at 0. Because they're in a bunker, and they have 3, and you can only move a maximum of 1 in the ocean. So they're still out and unable to, but that's fine. I just want to get those rangers up there. The tanks are going to fire on the infantry here, so it's 3, and with the sandbags, it's -1. Flip side of fixed obstacles.
Yeah, -1. Yeah.
So it's -1, so they're firing 2 on the units in behind the sandbag here. So that's 1 kill.
Okay. So my turn, right? So I draw. I draw first. I draw 2.
You draw 2 and you keep 1. And I draw 1.
What is move out? What does it do? Is that retreat?
Move out.
Yeah. Is that retreat basically?
It
just says ancient order to 4 infantry units. It just means any 4 on the board?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Anywhere. Yes, that's a very good one.
Okay. I was like, is this retreat? Okay.
So you're going to do the probe on the right side?
No, that's one that I discarded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got to draw 2 and I discard 1. That's the one I think I discarded. So,
Well, I think what we'd do is we would just put that underneath that one, so that way the card that last played was this. So if you were going to play a counterattack in the future, it would be the card that I had last played. So we'll just keep that card I last played on top.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do close assault.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, issue an order to all infantry and or armor units. Why have I not drawn an enemy artillery card? Because I don't have any armor. But okay, so issue an order to all infantry units ordered battle with 1 additional die. So I get 1 additional die.
Okay.
Units may not move before the battle, but after successful close assault, they may take ground in armor. Okay. So I get 1 additional die and I don't move.
Okay. Yeah.
So infantry. So this one.
So what it means is they cannot move now, but
Yeah.
should they wipe out a unit, they can move into
that unit. Yeah.
Exactly, into
Okay.
that unit space.
So this one, I get 3.
Correct.
So I have 4 because 1 additional.
There you go.
Okay, so this one at the tanks. Stupid tanks.
That's 1. And the other 2 are misses.
So I'm gonna do this one at the tanks as well. So
Okay.
I take away 1, right? Because I'm 1 basically 1 away.
Yeah, so you're 1 away, so that'd be 2 plus 1, 3.
Plus
Correct, yep. Oh, that was a grenade, and it rolled off the table. Those are the 2 you rolled, plus 1 more.
But I rolled off the table.
Yeah,
Is
so...
that okay? Okay.
Yeah.
So it landed on that. So I don't
No. I mean, roll on the table. You always have to roll on the table.
Okay.
So,
So is that okay?
boom.
I wiped the 1 tank unit. Okay. So this one's done. So infantry, so all infantry. So this one, the middle section's done. So now it's this section.
Well, we have this one, too.
Yeah, but
You can roll 1 dice.
1, 2.
1 dice is 1 dice.
Well, now it's 2, right? 1,
Oh, right,
2,
true.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's plus 1.
So sure, I will hit that. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, stop. They have to
Oh,
be
it's-
adjacent.
Oh, adjacent. Okay.
So I was thinking it says close assault, so this one would still be back because it's not. This one was not adjacent to him.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're right. Yeah, this one's not. So this one's adjacent to that.
Correct.
So I will hit. Okay. So
You're rolling
3,
4 dice.
4. Yeah.
So that's
1 tank.
1 tank, and it retreats twice. So it retreats directly away from you, so it
Yeah.
goes there, and it can't retreat a second time, so it loses 1 more.
Oh, okay. Okay, that was very effective. That was
A little too effective, if you ask me.
that was a very good round for me. Good.
I'm going to take a chance here. I'm going to play direct from HQ and issue an
Ooh.
order to 4 units of my choice. So any 4 units. So I'm just going to use these to indicate I'm going to do them and them.
Do you get an order from Winston Churchill to do that?
I guess so. Just laying down the law here.
From Winston Churchill.
We'll order the Rangers.
Sure.
And you know what? There may only be 1 tank left, but he's got to earn his keep here.
Sure.
All right, so I have them marked out who I'm moving. So I'm going to move this tank. He can move 3. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 and take that town, which gives me a medal. Now, the tank attacking out of the town is going to be attacking out with -2 dice. So as he shoots here...
No, unit moving in cannot battle.
Oh, okay, so moving it. So there you go.
Because only the French... Yeah, only French resistance can.
Right. But okay, so we have no battle here, but I've got my point
Yes.
for taking that location. Then this unit here is going to spend the 2 movement to come up here, and because they move 2, they cannot battle again.
Yeah.
And then this tank is going to go 1, 2, 3, and he is going to attack the infantry here. And I killed 1 of them. And then the Rangers are going to go 1, 2 to here. And their special ability is that they can move the 2 plus still battle, so they'll attack the artillery up here, lob some grenades up on top of the bluff. So they get 3 for the thing, -1 because on
Bunker?
a bunker it's -1 for infantry, -2 for tanks, but only -1 for infantry. They're more precise. And nothing.
Alright. So, I'm going to draw 1.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's my, I think, yeah. So you go ahead. Draw.
1.
I will draw.
Oh, this is a really good card. I can fire backwards, right?
Mm-hmm. Of course, bullets don't have sense of direction.
What did you do?
4 units of my choice.
Okay, so I'm going to counterattack.
Yeah, I should have thought that. But I knew you had that card too. Sure.
Wait, why did I? Okay, so can I also? Can you give me 4 dice so I will also indicate
all the dice.
Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna do. Okay, you've got to kill this tank, man. Like, come on, like. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's 3.
2 dice. Against my Rangers. Rangers.
Okay, so 1. So I can move 2 and back. Move 1. So I can move 1 and then I get 2. Okay, so I'm gonna do move this one. Move 1 and I'm gonna battle with it. And then this one. These people are peaceful, eh? I don't know, understand, but they're not really.
I haven't had anything. Honestly, I have not had one card that's made me move my left flank. Now, do I have one this turn? I'm not telling you yet. But I mean, all game I've not had anything to move on my left flank. No, I guess I could have chosen to with my orders from Churchill, but
Could I move him back?
you can move him, but you can't shoot with him. If they move, they cannot
one
shoot.
or battle.
Yeah.
Nah.
You're protected in there, though. You're protected from retreats, and you're protected
Actually,
from...
yeah, this is one guy, so I'm going to hit that one. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now I'm going to roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I chose... Okay. So this one, I'm going to hit that.
Just want to wipe out that guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you might attack those, but that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, but I got a medal faster.
Exactly.
And then that with this one is kind of lost anyway with the Rangers, because these... I don't know where you got your British expendable force, but... okay, so... This is 1, 2, right?
Yeah, so it's still 3 dice.
1, 2. So 3 dice.
And he did. Oh, he's very dead. Okay.
So I get
Another
medal.
medal.
Okay.
So you're halfway to victory.
And then this is going to hit the tank.
Okay. This
So-
is 3 dice.
3, yep. You better kill this tank, man. I'm so disappointed in you.
You made the tank run away. So this unit is retreating.
Yeah.
This unit is going to retreat, so I can choose. He retreats to that hex there.
Okay.
It's just, I guess, to for historical accuracy, they if you cannot retreat, then
You got an X available.
so like if he
Yeah.
say these spaces were blocked with enemy and he had to retreat this direction, then that would just represent him leaving the battlefield, never to return. He's fleeing at that point. So that's why you would start to remove units from the thing. It's also just a way, I guess, you've rolled the dice, you've got your symbol to help you, but if
So you retreat. So you retreat this way, right?
I have to retreat 1 space further away from you than what I was, and I'm choosing into this direction.
Okay, so I give you back.
Yeah.
That one back. Okay. So these are the tanks. So infantry. So 1, 2.
Right.
So 2.
2, -1, because when you're attacking into a town, it's -1.
Okay.
All you need is that 1 special symbol.
Nope.
That's not it.
And then the other one.
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
Okay, so I'm done. Oh.
Okay. Come on, boys. We can do
I did not
this.
accomplish as much as I wanted, but okay.
Yeah, see, I got an artillery bombard card.
Do you want to trade? Can we trade? Because I will trade you my armor assault.
I will trade you for cards that you want, of course. Of course. Let me just kill your artillery first, and then I'll give that card to you. So I will do armor assault. See, I don't need your armor assault card, so I can order up to 4 of my armor units. Units in close assault roll 1 additional die. So if they are next to you, which I don't think they will be.
This one is.
Well, unless I move him. Movement and battle restrictions still apply. If you do not, I can order 1 unit of my choice. So that's the thing too. Like if you have a card like this and you don't have anybody can apply to it. If you don't have tanks, you can always order 1 unit of your choice anywhere on the battlefield. Okay. So the cards are not completely useless, just sometimes mostly useless. All right, so I can order 4 tanks. So I have 1, 2, 3 tank units. So I will order all of them. This one. Do I want to just... probably better that I... Oh, that thing is such a pain.
Excuse me. That thing was useless last time. I rolled 3 dice and none of them killed you. I think I rolled 4 and none of them killed you.
Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and that way this town is blocking the line of sight on that thing.
Really?
Yeah, town's block line of sight.
Okay.
Okay, so then he's going to roll 3 dice there, plus 1 because now he's in close assault. Close assault meaning that he's adjacent to them.
All right.
So
they're pretty dead.
They're completely wiped out.
They're pretty dead. So you get a medal.
I get a medal for that. Then this one is going to go 1, 2, 3 to here, and they will roll a bonus dice against the guy behind the sandbag and wipe him out. And this one is going to roll only 1 dice because he tanks attack with a -2 from out of the town, and he's just going to.
No, you can't attack.
No, he moved in last turn.
Oh yeah, okay.
So tanks attacking out do it -2 dice, so he's going to roll 1 against the guy who's on his own there, and he's gone.
Nice.
So 1 more, and I have 1.
Okay. Oh, I draw.
Yes. So the onus right now would be on killing this tank, so I lose that victory point. Also, killing this tank so I don't gain this victory point.
Yep, I'm going to do
Well, even these ones are going to potentially take some of those spots. What? Holy cow. 2 to every section.
Yep.
Dear Lord.
So I'm going to move this one. Well, that one. Oh, okay. Wait.
So you want to, yeah. I mean, you can move them any way you want to. Just have to remember which ones you've done. So maybe the ordering you choose to resolve them may be important.
So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't hit anybody from there, eh?
Of course you can. With an artillery?
Oh, yeah.
They've got a great range.
So 1.
You can attack either of these 2 units with a 2, I believe.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay.
And you could potentially
wipe
out the unit. If you get killed 2. Oh no.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not great.
But you know what? If you kill that tank, that's 2 medal. That's like a 2-point swing. It's 1 point off of me, 1 point onto you.
Let me try this one first because this one's closer. So these people haven't moved yet, right?
Correct.
So I can move 1 and battle. So
Correct.
move 1 and I'm gonna battle with this one first.
So 3 dice.
Yeah.
Oh, -1 because you're attacking into a town.
Oh my god. You're right.
That's it. Grenade. Boom. So that's 1 point off of me onto you.
What? Why?
You remove 1 point because I'm no longer securing that town.
Oh, you can't go backwards? It's not like achieving
In this
objectives?
one, no. In this one, you can't go back from death. So once you've wiped out the unit is gone. You get that point.
Oh,
but as long as I'm
okay.
securing the town, I keep the point. But if you remove me from the town, then my security is gone. So now I have to work that much harder to get back up to where I was.
Okay, so that's 1.
Oh,
So-
now they have the option to follow up into that town should they wish. But now keep in mind too, these guys are about to come into this town. So it's all up to you.
Moving.
Now they can take ground by going into the spot where the tank was because they close assaulted.
Yeah, but just because they come in doesn't give me extra
No, it
bonus,
doesn't.
right?
No.
Yeah.
It's
So
me.
it's like-
I have to liberate the towns.
Oh, yeah. You do. Okay. So I'm going to try this unit at that.
Okay?
So 2, right?
2. Correct. Yeah, no
Um,
minuses because I'm out in the open. Okay, so I have to retreat away from you, so I will go there.
Okay.
All right.
So 1. So this blocks line of sight. So it's hard for me to shoot out.
Yeah, so let's see. So they have gone, and he's gone.
So I got 1 more here, right? So does that mean that... So do I have problems shooting out?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to shoot this tank. It's still blocked by the town. You could definitely shoot these guys, though. And they are pretty big threat right now. Or you can shoot with that one. That one's, yeah, even better. I mean, this tank can come in here, but these tanks can also come in here, and that's going to be even harder to root them out.
Okay, so if this one shoots that, that's 3, right?
Correct.
But 3, this one is also...
But the tanks can make it here next turn. These guys would take at least 2 turns to get there.
So we'll do the tanks.
And
so
you
one
kill
tank is gone.
Yeah, and then
And they have to
retreat.
retreat.
So now they cannot make it there.
Don't they
next
go
turn.
backwards?
Well, they have to go away from you. So as long as they're putting a space of distance between their attacker and
Okay.
where they were
So
originally.
that moved. So 2 units on each, right? So that moved. This one. So this is 2 units.
Yes.
So this one's done.
This section's done. One more here. Well, actually, this section's done too because there's no more
only have
units
one.
here.
So
then
I
these
can try
2
this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 2 dice.
probably want to attack these guys.
Yeah.
Because then these guys can also contribute to that attack.
Yeah. Okay. So 2.
So
So
1
And then so this one, I don't
will
want
be
to.
1.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh,
Boom.
that was a lucky roll. All right.
Oh, you poor guys. Just building sandcastles, minding your own business. Next thing you know, shot to the head.
That's how battles work, I suppose.
Okay, I'm going to play this card called Their Finest Hour.
Oh.
Roll 1 battle die for each command card you have. So I have 4 command cards. And for every symbol rolled, I roll 1 unit. I can order 1 unit of that type. So I can order 2 tanks and an infantry. That grenade, is nothing. So I can order 2 tanks and an infantry.
Okay.
And I have 2 tanks and I have an infantry. So, ordered units battle with 1 extra dice. And reshuffle the deck and discard pile. So when this goes in, these will all be shuffled in, so you couldn't play a counterattack on that one. So let me just remove these.
Yeah. It's one last game. So the sandbag moves out, actually, right? With the people.
They didn't retreat,
They're dead.
but they didn't retreat.
Oh.
It's only removed when somebody retreats from that space. So with the infantry,
Just FYI, when you retreat, you don't actually take the sandbags with you. It doesn't make sense. You kind of usually just run with your food and water. FYI, you don't take that. Okay,
FYI, sometimes games take a bit of license with history just to make it for more interesting gameplay. All right, so they're going to come into there. They're going to take that town. They can't attack because they're taking that town. So that is 1 there. And actually, that's going to be the victory for me because then I'm going to go 1, 2 there, and I'm going to take that town.
All right. Oh.
And then the other tank, they're going to go 1, 2, 3, and it's going to try and blow up that thing. So it's only 1 dice because they're attacking into a town. They didn't get it. That'd be it.
All right.
Yay,
Ally
allies.
victory. Yeah, that's
Historically
ally victory.
accurate.
Accurate.
All about the historical accuracy. So even with all the historical inaccuracies of people taking sandbags and stuff, use it. So now Esther says take your food and water. Well, have you ever thought maybe their food and water is inside those sandbags? So there's not actually sandbags. They're like sandwich bags and things like that. Little bags of flour and wheat and sacks of water. So there you go. So that's Memoir 44.
That was fun.
All right, back from that mission, and go Allies. We pulled it out. It was looking pretty grim there. It was like really back and forth. I mean, I was taking an objective. You'd take the objective from me. You were just, my poor troops trying to make up that beach. Was just
Yeah, but your tanks really made up the beach. I was surprised they went like all the way up the hill, eh?
Yeah. The tanks taking those objectives. I mean, that was, I think, sometimes just focusing on the objectives rather than just killing everything. That's what you have to do, and rescuing those towns is what won the game for me. So that was
you definitely freed the French.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the French were really happy that their towns were freed for sure.
Croissants for everybody.
You know what? I think it'd be more interesting if we adding like the weather factor. So if you roll and like if it rains during certain missions, then like you should lose a die, or I don't know. Like the weather definitely played a big factor in D-Day, right? Yeah, that's how.
Oh, I'll take your word for it. And you also mentioned the paratroopers. They didn't have any rules for paratroopers in this particular mission. So.
They didn't have any. So the paratroopers are supposed to be dropped onto the beaches to kind of scout the area, look at where the barbed wires are, look at where the grenades are before the game actually starts. But that's okay because not a lot of them survived. So.
Well, you said it was a 13% survival rate.
Yeah, it was like 13 or 23. It was like really, really low.
Yeah, so maybe that's why they weren't in the game, because they were already dead. There are different missions, though, lots of different missions, and some of the different missions do include paratroopers, sort of coming onto the board in some positions.
Okay.
And there's lots of different campaign books. There's like so many different missions for this game. I mean, I just have the basic box set, but if you're really into this game and really love this game, then there are different ways to play it with lots of, in the Russian front and different scenarios and things, and lots of different missions you can play, as well as if you play the Overlord style, where you combine two sets and then you play two teams, and that's an exciting way to play too. And if viewers like, then I can certainly make that happen one of these days too.
I wonder if you can ever play like the French is on one beach and the British on another, and they do their objectives and they come in contact. You can have like all the beaches that you can have your Sword, Juneau, Omaha, Utah.
I think there is. I'm not very familiar with Memoir 44, but I think there is rules for campaign play. So each one builds into the next. Be interested to see like Memoir 44 Legacy, where things affect the next one as it goes along, and you get more things. I don't know how that would look, but I'm just sort of spitballing here. But definitely, I love the idea of the campaign play, where this mission affects the next mission. These people trying to make it to here. And I'm sure maybe if we look on Board Game Geek and things, you could find things like that, because this game's been out for a while and people love it, and especially people who are the big history buffs. All right. Well, thank you very much, Esther, for coming out. And I'm Craig Thompson-Wood, board game teacher, saying thanks for coming to the classroom.
Are you coming back to school with me? We could have done it all so